So I got good news and bad news. The bad news is that if you don't already know about this exercise, you probably have been making decisions the completely wrong way for yourself. The good news is that I'm going to show you an exercise super simple that's going to help you make decisions that are actually correct for you. And it's so simple. It's called the sacral calibration. I'm just going to ask some questions. You're just going to go uh-huh or uh-uh. And before I go into this, just know that 70% of the population is literally designed to make decisions this way. And if you run your body graph on my website, it's going to be because you have a defined sacral right there. See this thing that I'm pointing to? Yeah. If yours is white like this is not your strategy, but it's still a very helpful exercise. And if you do have this defined sacral right here, boom, 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 this is your way. So pay attention. Do your best not to think about your answers too much because it's going to go fast. Just make whatever sound comes up in response to the question that I ask, okay? Take a deep breath. And exhale. Did you take the breath? Do you know what your human design is? Do you feel emotional? Do you like the environment that you're in right now? Are you indoors? Do you like the color of the walls? Are you outdoors? Is it hot? Do you feel cold? Are you hungry? Do you feel sad? Do you miss anyone? Do you love yourself? Do you love your father? Do you like your father? Do you love your mother? Do you like your mother? Do you know what an aura is? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in spirit? Do you believe in the universe? Do you pray? Do you set intentions for yourself? Do you know what your intention is for today? Wonderful. Deep breath in and exhale. Sacral calibration complete. Now, if that was your first time ever doing it, congratulations. You've just tapped into your sacral. That's your creative sexual energy. That's your digestion and your sex organs. Most people make decisions from their brain, and it totally messes them up. See, in human design, this is essentially the mind. This is mental pressure, inspiration, the pressure to think about stuff. And this right here is the gears, how to think about things, how to achieve certainty. Problem with making decisions solely from up here in the head and ajna is because these rely on the external authority. They're looking out and making up their decisions based on what's going on in the environment, based off what the five senses are feeling. The sacral down here, however, is tuning into, am I generating energy for this thing? Or am I generating no energy and I want to get the heck away from this thing? 70% of the population has a defined sacral like this, meaning those are reliable. The are reliable. Trust those. Follow those. These are the generators and manifesting generators of the world. If you ignore that or suppress it or bypass your defined sacral, you will be frustrated. You will probably not be able to sleep and you will be burnt out a lot. When you start to tap into the sacral, your defined sacral, to make your decisions, you have much better sleep, you're in a much better mood, you feel more satisfied with life, and you have a guidance system. So no matter what is going on in the external world, you're able to tap into your sacral and make the decision that is correct for you. And for those of us with the undefined sacral, if it's white like it is here in my body graph, that's sacral information that the generators and manifestors are designed to use as a sort of guidance. You are going to use as a sort of contextual guidance, okay? Meaning this sacral, undefined sacral, is going to absorb the sacral energy of people around you. These are the projectors, manifestors, and reflectors of the world. And with the undefined sacral, again, your sacral sounds will exist, but they're going to exist under the sounds of everybody else. So if you're around somebody a lot, or especially if you're intimate with that person, be very mindful when they go that you're not just going because they went Exercises like this sacral calibration will help you discern the difference over time between a an actual coming from you and a like something that you're parroting just because somebody you care about or somebody that has a great influence over you or somebody that you respect is going Now, if you don't already have a body graph or know if your sacral is defined or undefined, just go to my website, plug in your birth information, and generate a body graph. It's totally free. This is just one of 9 centers that if you start to learn about your body graph, you can start to experiment with what's natural. And through those experiments, you can start to let go and shed all of the things that you've picked up, all of the things that you've normalized that are not actually good for you. Now, I do offer one-on-ones, but one of the things that I would like to recommend to you, especially if this is your first time learning about human design, get one of my reports, okay? It literally takes all of the details, all of these numbers, all of the centers, the gates, the channels, the variables, etc., and some stuff that you're not even seeing on the body graph, and it gives you explanations in plain English so that you can learn about this. There are 2 options. There's a $20 report that will just analyze your body graph, and then there's a $35 report called the Reiki report that will do the same thing that the $20 report does, but it will also give you an introduction to human design, and it will give you techniques so that you know how to embody all of this stuff, and it doesn't just sit as information in your head. Again, this exercise was about getting out of the head and getting more into the gut. And most people's problem is not that they're too in their head, it's that they're just not in their gut enough. So if you found this satisfying, definitely check out one of my reports because this is just the tip of the iceberg. And if you know some generators in your life, make sure you send them this video so they can get on the sacral calibration tip. Okay, bye.